Welcome back to my channel. This is day 14 of our 30-day SQL series where we are learning SQL step by step. Okay, so today we are going to write the queries without using any graphical user interface. Okay, let's get started. So I'm creating a database here. So here the database name is create database database create database. Okay, so what we're gonna give here is create create database. Okay, student. Now run here. Okay, so here when you refresh it, you will be able to see the database student. Okay, when you double click on it, when you get a database in a bold black color, it means that it's selected. Okay, now let us create a table here. Create table details. Okay, so I'm giving it here. So now student detail, student ID will give it. Student ID. So integer, primary key, auto increment. Okay. So this is done. Then the comma. Then the second column I have to create it as name. So this will be a varchar 100 not null, comma, enter. So now the third column we are creating it email. Okay, so this will be a varchar email, varchar 100 not null unique. Okay, not null unique, enter. Then the fourth column we are creating as password. So this will be a varchar. Okay, then after that this will 100 and I'm giving not null. It should not be the null value. Okay. Now let me close the bracket. Then let us run. So here we have, let me refresh it. So when you go to the tables, you can see the details table. DETALS has been created here and with the rows and columns. Okay. So let us look at the column student ID, name, email, and the password has been created. All right. So now if I want to enter the rows, okay. So here what I have to use it, insert into details. So DETALS details. Okay. So here we can write it down the tables here student ID, comma, name, comma, email, comma, password. Let me close it here. And now we have to enter the values here. Okay. So we'll be writing a value. So 1, comma, asma, comma. So here the email address asma@gmail.com, comma. Here we can write it on the password 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, close the bracket, colon. So now run. So here one row has been affected. You can see here. So let me just run it. So here you can see one row has been affected here. All right. So this is how you can enter the values. So now I want to enter the second rows. For that, the same command, insert into. So our table student ID, comma name, comma email, comma password. Okay. So here we go. Enter. Now we are going to enter the values. Open the bracket. So the row, this is the row 2. So 2, comma, then the name, Ahana, and comma. So now the email address, Ahana @gmail.com, comma. So here the password 3456. Anything you can give it, close, and the colon. And here we're getting some error. So the table name we have to give it DETALS details. Okay. So now let us run. So here let's open our table here. So you can see the two rows has been affected here. Insert a table. We have created a database and we have created a table and we have inserted a two rows, right? So now let us look at the insert query variation. So we are going to insert the only the values, okay, without the giving the table columns. So we are going to give only the values here. Let's look into it. So here I'll be creating a third row here. Insert into my table name as a details, DETALS, details. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'll be giving it a values here. Okay. Open the bracket. Okay. So VLUES values. So, but we have to give it in the sequence. Okay. First student ID only, name, email, then the password. Okay. So here let's start. So here number 3, comma. Then let's open the name. We can give it as Rani, comma. Here the email ID, Rani @gmail.com. .com. Close it, comma. Then here let's open the brackets. So here you have to give it a password. So the password will be 4567. Then open. Okay. Then close here. Okay. So we have not given a table columns here. Okay. So we just directly we are inserting the values. That's called your query variation. All right. So let us look here in the table. So here we go. So we have given a we have inserted a third row here. Okay. Then after that, let us drop this table. Drop table. Drop now. Okay. So the table has been dropped. So you can see only the database is here. So what I'm gonna do here is so I'll create a table again. Create table employee. Okay. employee. Open the bracket. So here we are gonna give what we are going to give here is we'll be giving a column names here. That is employee ID, integer, integer, primary key, auto increment. Okay. Then comma, Here we have it in name. It's a varchar. Varchar. And here I'm giving 100, comma, enter. Then email, email, varchar, varchar, 100. Okay, comma. Then we have to give it a password, password, varchar. So here I'll be giving it 100 only. Close the bracket, close one more bracket, and the colon here. All right, so we have written a query for the create table employee in the student database. So the columns are employee ID, it should be the integer, primary key, auto increment. It can happen for the employee ID. The name I have given only the varchar, email also varchar, password is also varchar. Okay, no other constraints has been I have given it here. So let us run. Okay, so here we go. So in the table, let me refresh it. Okay, here you go. So employee ID, name, email ID, and the password. This has been done. Okay, we have created it. Okay. So now I'll be giving only the selected column values. Okay. I'll not give the values for all the four columns. I'll be giving it only for the selected here. Okay. Let me close, delete this. Now write on the query. Insert into. So my table name is employee. Employee. Open the bracket. So here I'll be giving it a name, comma, email. Email. Okay. So then I'll be entering the values. Open the bracket. The name I can give it here. The name is, you can give it Raju, comma. So the email, Raju at the rate gmail.com. Gmail.com. Okay, let me close it here. Colon. Then now let's run here. Okay. So one row is affected. Let us open our table. So here you can see one Raju. So I had not given the employee ID. Okay, so it's an auto increment. So that's the reason employee ID has been taken an auto increment. The name is Raju, email is Raju at gmail.com, and the password is null here. Okay, so now what I'm doing here is I'll be entering only the two columns here, that is email and the password. Okay, let's see. Insert into employee, open the brackets. So here I'll be entering only the email, comma, password. Okay, enter values. Let us enter the values. So here we are getting it option. All right. So here I'm entering the values. The email is I'm giving Raja at the rate gmail.com, comma. Here we can give it a password as 12345 or ABCD 345. We'll give it here. Close, colon. Let us run here. Okay, so even let's open our table. So now here you can see I had not given the employee ID, but the constraints, the rules I have given while creating a table, that is the auto increment. So if you don't give an employee ID, it will be auto incremented. So the name I have not given a showing a null, only the email and the password I had created. Okay, so this is your a query variation. So you can do a variations here. All right. So now we can insert a multiple values. So let me just show you how to do that. So instead of entering a row by row, you can enter the multiple rows here. All right. Insert the multiple rows here. Okay. So insert into, so the column name, the table name is employee. Open it here. Now we're giving it a employee ID, employee underscore ID, comma, name, comma, email, comma, password. Okay. So this is done. Then let us enter the values, values, values. Now here we'll be giving it as 3 because two rows have we have created it. So 3, the name is Geeta, comma. Here the email ID, geeta@gmail.com, comma. Then the password we have it here, 12345. Enter it. Okay. So now we'll be giving it a entering this next row, that is row number 4, comma. Here I'm giving it a Sita. Okay, comma. Then here email ID Sita at the rate gmail.com, comma. Password 1234, close. So here the comma we have to give it. All right, comma, comma, enter. Let me open it here. So now the 5, row number 5, we are giving it. So here you can give it as Rani, comma, Rani at the rate gmail.com, comma, here 5678. Okay, so this is done. Now let us give it a colon here. So what did we do here? We have given a insert into the employee. These are the columns name. We have it here. Now the values I'm entering at a time 3 rows. Okay, so that is 3, 4, 5. Geeta, Sita there. So you have to give it in a sequence. Okay, so Geeta, the email ID and the password. All right. So now let us run and check our code here. Here is our table. See, in the table, all the 3 rows has been affected here. All right. So this is how we can enter a multiple rows in the data at a time. So this is more efficient and it saves the time when we add a multiple records at once. Okay. So for the insert query variation, you should remember one thing. So sometimes you may not want to specify the column name. In such cases, we can insert the values directly. So like I told you, okay. So in the order of the columns, whatever the order of the columns we have it, you have to insert it in that way only. So but remember, this only work if we provide the values for all the columns in exact order. Okay, they were created in the table. So that's it for today's sessions. We have learned about the insert query, its variation, and how to insert the multiple values in one go. In the next video, we will continue exploring more SQL queries that will make our database operation more powerful. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell icon so you don't miss the 15 of our SQL series. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, keep learning, keep growing.